Hey guys, Silva here, and today we have finally the last elemental SAD build, which is water. I've covered the 4 other ones if you want to check them. I've actually managed to upload daily so far, and I'm trying to keep the rhythm up, so make sure to sub with notifications on if you haven't, because at some point I may upload an updated version of the builds or cover other weapons. This video contains a dereliction build with an easy charm and a maxed out charm, but as well a no dereliction build with health regeneration, because I know how uncomfortable it can be using this skill if you're not familiar with the matchup. So let's get straight into it. The strongest water charge blade in the game is the fish. Yep, have fun fishing to gather the materials for it, but who doesn't want to use a fish as a weapon all the time when hunting? It comes with 320 raw, which is decent white sharpness, and 57 element, which makes it the strongest water phial charge blade in the game. The only other one is Euratotus, but it has way less element, so it's not suited for SAD builds. 310 slot and a level 3 rampage slot, which is amazing because we can use a rampage deco defense grinder, which gives you sharpness back every time you guard, or element bane, which boosts your element damage on elemental hit zones above 25 by like 10 to 15%. Key armor pieces for water element are the Kushala parts because they give Kushala's blessing. 2 levels of it boost your element by 10%. The arms give 2 levels of it, but there is no such thing as best in slot armor. It always depends on the build, so we had to use 2 pieces in some of the build versions here. This is a simple charm build, mostly anyone can have it by now. It's just 2 level, 2 slot charm, like ignore bubbly dance. The skills are basically all the important that you need. Water attack 5, guard 5, and if you ever fight a matchup that doesn't need guard 5, feel free to replace it. To quickly answer a question, someone asked me why guard 5, since guard point and a charge shield gives you like 3 levels of guard, and why not just use guard 2 or 3? Guard 5 is not the limit, you can go like up to guard 9. Some monsters require guard 5 as a skill, but in addition a charge shield and a guard point to guard the attack with no knockback in SAD, so 5 guard is not the limit of knockback. Weakness exploit 3 for 50% extra crit chance on weak spots. Rapid 3 is incredibly strong for SADs, and I would recommend always running it, at least 1 or 2 levels of it if you think 3 is too much. Same goes for low shells 2, which allows you to get 5 phials with only yellow charge for more SAD spam. Kushala's Blessing 2, as I mentioned before, Dereliction level 2, Chain Crit 1, Flinch 1 for multiplayer hunts, Diversion for increased aggro chance, and all the other skills come for free with the armor pieces like Agitator. Decos used are 1 Hard Stream, 1 Stream, 2 Magazine, 1 Iron Wall, 2 Iron Wall plus 3, 1 Quick Switch, 2 Tenderizer. I'll quickly show the switch kills before moving to the other builds. Since the build uses dereliction, you should always use a red scroll for the element buff instead of the row to maximize your element. Countermorph for 25% extra phial damage on guard points, condensed element slash, firing pin, counter peak performance, but also you can use axe hopper when playing multiplayer, for example, because it's hard to rely on guard points since the monsters don't always focus when playing with other people. And as the last one, morphing at once for positioning. I think this one is super important. When a monster topples far away, you don't want to miss that opening. Here is a version of the build with the best slot charm. Rapid Morph 3, Chain Crit 2, 311 is one of the best charge blade charms, but there is other good ones. As always, the first skill I aim for is Offensive Guard. We managed to get it to level 3. Resentment 5 for another 25% raw, that's like 7% extra damage. I also dropped 1 Kushala Blessing here, because that 5% extra water element will never make up with the extra raw we gain and dereliction buff by not using that one piece. Also in the free slot I put guard up in, but you don't really need that for every monster. This is pretty much the strongest version of a water SAD build. Decos used are 2 Stream, 1 Hard Stream, 3 Guardian, 1 Tenderizer, 2 Magazine, 1 Shield, 1 Iron Wall, 2 Iron Wall plus 3 in a brace. Now moving on to the comfortable build, I dropped the Dereliction here, but we fit in more chain crit, so honestly you don't lose anything, but in addition you gain 1 blood rate, which will heal you every time you hit broken parts. The Kushala arm pieces here are actually fitting because we don't need that final boss Dereliction pieces, So we also gain efficiency but barely lost any damage compared to build number 1. Especially if you have more DPS uptime by not having to sheath in and heal every time, it's going to be stronger. Decos used are 1 Iron Wall, 2 Iron Wall plus 3, 2 Magazine, 3 Quick Switch, 5 Stream and a Brace. And here is the version with a best in slot charm, same as before. This time a cool Finite Dereliction, but as well 2 Blood Rate for more health regen. If you don't like Dereliction but want to use this build simply because you have the God Charm, replace the Arcfiend Legs, which give that 1 point of Dereliction. And again, in addition, Resentment and Offensive Guard for some juicy extra roll damage, but if you remove Dereliction, basically will have no Resentment uptime. So yeah, that was it again guys, hope you all enjoyed the video and can complete your Elemental SAD collection now. If so, be sure to leave a like and comment, helping you with the algorithm or what you would like to see next. Also subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming speedrun or build videos. With that said, I wish you all a nice day and happy hunting guys. Don't forget to join Cat Gang.